Here are 3 ways to art journal when you don't have much time. After I got out my sketchbook, I taped off a border that was much smaller than the piece of paper. Next, I selected a few tempera paint sticks and scribbled them around the taped off section of the page. Making a smaller work surface is a very easy way to speed up your art journaling process. You can complete your piece in a shorter amount of time if you are covering less surface area, but you may want to be careful not to get the paint sticks on the paper outside of the tape. You could also end the piece here if you need to. It took me 3 minutes to tape off this border and make the scribble art. I had a little more time, so I got out a black acrylic paint pen with a medium tip and traced a border along the edge of the tape. Then I made neurographic lines by lifting my elbow off of the table, relaxing my arm, and allowing the lines to come more from my shoulder than from my hand or wrist. Once I was satisfied with the lines, I picked up an extra fine black acrylic paint pen and rounded out the corners at every point where 2 lines intersected. When I finished with the neurographic lines, I was at 5 minutes and 45 seconds. If you need to, this is another great place to stop if you're short on time. I still had a couple minutes, so I used the extra fine acrylic paint pen to draw little lines in each cell that was formed by the neurographic lines. This is my favorite art journaling technique to use when I need to process some thoughts or emotions. When I make this on a full 5.5 by 8.5 inch page in my sketchbook, it usually takes me between 20 and 25 minutes to complete. But with this smaller work surface, I was able to make this in 8.5 minutes. I hope you think of the suggestions here a bit like a choose your own adventure book. For a quick art journaling session, you can just make scribble art, or add neurographic lines to it, or even add an additional design element depending on how much time you have. Finally, before I removed the tape, I put my hairdryer on high speed and high heat for about 30 seconds to help the adhesive on the tape release. I don't know about you, but I like how this turned out. What do you think?